call this meeting to order, and it is 12:01. Roll call.
Oscar Salinas here.
Mary Hernandez here.
Claudia Ochoa present.
Armin Garza
Manuela
present.
Cantu present.
Alex Cantu present.
And SB present. Dr. Science, I do declare a quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Ochoa. If we could all please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone.
Do we have any public comments? Dr.
We don't have
Science.
any public comments. No public comments.
We don't. Okay, we'll move on to discussion items. Discussion on district reopening plan for school year 2020-2021.
Thank you, Ms. Ochoa. First of all, I hope that everyone is safe and sound after Hurricane Hannah this weekend. Our district staff is currently working from home due to COVID-19, and I would like to emphasize to all our staff and to our community to please stay home and wear a mask when you need to be out in public. And thank you to our Board of Trustees for keeping the safety of all our staff in mind and allowing our staff to work remotely from home this week. The first day of school is Monday, August the 17th. All students will be learning from home remotely, as well as all teachers will be teaching from home remotely. Parents, next week, we will be letting you know what you need to do to come to get all of the resources that we have for your students. And next week, we will also be sending information on everything that you need to know about the district's online program. And that again is next week. We will be providing all students a technology device and internet service. 100% of our students will be able to access our curriculum starting August the 17th online. And I would like to thank our Board of Trustees for making it possible for the district to be able to have all of the equipment that we need to be able to do that. So thank you, Board of Trustees. I would like to let our community and our parents know that our principals and administrative staff are working. Parents, if you have any questions or anything that you need information on how your child's school, principals are there and they will be happy to talk with you about anything that you need in the meantime. But like I said, we will be providing all parents with information next week on everything they need to know for online instruction. Our principals, our teachers, and all our staff are working very diligently to make sure that we have a very strong start on Monday, August the 17th. And so with that, students and parents, we're all looking forward to the beginning of the school year, and we're excited about seeing all our kids through online instruction on Monday, August the 17th. Are there any questions, Board of Trustees, on the reopening plan for online instruction?
I don't have any questions, but I'd like to give a big shout out to our administration, our superintendent, and our facilities. Because of you all yesterday, we were able to house quite a few people. We were able to transport, another quite a few people that were rescued and needed to be evacuated. Transportation helped out, our administration helped out, our PD helped out in rescuing quite a few families yesterday. And it couldn't have been done without the help of the ISD. So Dr. Sines and all the people that were there yesterday, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Dr. Science, how will our parents be informed of the information? Is this a phone call or through social media, or how are we letting them know?
We are developing an information packet that we will be sending either through online or parent pickup. Hopefully most of it will be through online, but if parents do need to pick up, we will have a very detailed information packet that has everything from schedules to how will your child be counted present or absent during online instruction, as well as picking up materials that they will need. Because we do have, like I said, the technology resources, as well as other books and resources that we need to get to our kids.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cantú.
Okay, we'll move on to bids. Can I entertain a motion for approval for procurement of hotspots for online learning through DIR contract?
So move.
I'll
Okay,
second.
your second. Okay, I have motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Approval of insurance consultants assignment for specific projects through consultant service RFP 2020-08. Can I entertain a motion for
I have
approval?
a question. I'm sorry, Madam President. I have a question on this item.
We first have to open it first, and then we can have the discussion. Can I have a motion?
Okay, Mr. Cho, I also move to approve the pool of consultants. And I would like to know on the pricing, which one is the one that's with the price? Do you have that, Dr. Science?
Wait, I need a second. I need a
Okay,
second.
I'll move on that.
I'll second that.
How can we second, or
But-
how can we make a motion on an item that doesn't have amounts? I have questions on this item before we move on it. Ben,
Yeah. Go ahead, Ben.
can we ask questions in regard to this item before we have a motion?
Yeah. So
Because we don't even have any numbers.
Generally, Robert's Rules of Order, in order for an item to even be discussed, needs to have a motion and a second, but there can be discussion after the motion and the second.
correct.
Thank you, Mr. Castillo.
Okay, so then the motion's there. I don't know, if somebody seconded?
Yes, I'll second that.
Okay, Ms. Hahn. Okay, so then, just to be clear, guys, because I just want to make sure that we're fair enough here with whoever's here, so that we need to make sure that we know that there is litigation in process. And I believe that sometime back, they were trying to bring in a consultant by the name of, I believe Gallagher, but some of the issues were there. I'm not sure. I know that our legal advice is on that. And I'm trying to look here through my phone because our agenda is here. I guess Carlisle is the one there, or I guess my motion should have read that, or what is it that we're doing here? I mean, I want to make sure that we do the right thing.
Coach, do you have amounts in your agenda? You're making a
Well,
motion.
the thing is that I have some here, but I'm not able to open it. It's kind of slow where I'm at here.
Oh,
Ben, do you have any numbers on that, Ben?
I don't have any numbers on it.
Mr.
Me
Castillo?
neither.
No, I don't have numbers on it either. Basically, this item is there was a bid out for intern consultant, and essentially the recommendation is going to be to accept everybody who submitted, and then for the board to have the opportunity to select a vendor to assign a task to a vendor. And then at that point, the admin could go back and negotiate a price.
I have a question.
We're doing this kind of like how we do architects and engineers. We're creating a panel and then allowing.
Okay, and what does the scope of work entail? Has the scope of work changed from the beginning when we first did bids the first time around to this second time that we're opening it up again for bids? Has the scope of work changed? What is the purpose of going?
It's very specific, sir. The scope is to review all the bids related to your health insurance products, specifically your voluntary, the products that came in for your voluntary and your TPA services, and I believe your pharmacy.
With the purpose of trying to save the district money?
With the purpose of assisting the district in evaluating all the bids who came in.
Ben, and we currently, I'm sorry, Dr. Science, and we currently don't have someone who can do that?
Well,
We have staff in the insurance department. However, I think this was going to be to get someone to assist the department.
I have a concern because I know that Valley Risk Consultants came back because apparently they were doing something that was not in the best interest of the school district back a while back, and I know they were offering products illegally, and I don't know why they're still on this consultant service tabulation sheet. My question is, we had quotes back then of over $100,000, and I want to know the numbers because I don't feel comfortable, putting a motion or a second on something that we don't actually have numbers on. And if I'm correct, and if I'm correct, I know that some of the board members had issues when things weren't put properly in the agenda with information to back up what we're voting on. And I see the same thing happening now. So my thing is, I really would like to know the numbers before we move forward and be transparent with the people, because that's what it's about.
And how can we be saying it's with a purpose to save money when we don't even know how much we're spending or how much we're saving at this point?
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I also see on the item that this bid is open until August 31st, and seven bids were submitted. 3 are pending information. So we need to give an opportunity, and like Coach said, to be fair, let's open it up and leave it to the date of August 31st.
I guess what I was trying to say, Doc, is that since there's litigation here, and we need to be fair with the agent of record as well, but that we need a consultant, I totally agree. The only thing is that Mr. Cantu pointed out a point, which is, I believe, value risk, which is a point that he made, and then we had Gallagher as well, 2 times come to the agenda and didn't get approved because it had issues. So I guess with my motion, I mean, I think that registering and getting all that, the time is important for that. So I guess the motion's already gone through. Have we got a vote, or can we go ahead and amend that motion, Ben?
No, we have a,
Go ahead and speak.
no, the motion was to discuss. It is open, so the recommendation is, I mean, the motion is for approval of insurance consultant and assignment.
Okay,
A
so then I guess
specific project for consultant services.
because Mr. Cantu did point out a good point on value risk, and then on that Gallagher, since I was the one that made the motion, I'll go ahead and make the motion for approval, and I'm seeing that there's a man, Carlisle, I'll go ahead and so move for approval of him, because the other 2 are 2 that we have questions on, so that's my motion. But we need to make sure that this consultant works in conjunction with our agent of record, because the whole reason for bringing in a consultant is to be fair to both sides, and at the same time for us not to be caught on litigation. I mean, that's how I'm seeing this. I'm not seeing this as anything else.
But this motion does not state that we're gonna spend a specific amount, does it, Ben?
No. Well, I believe we do.
But there's some bids that already came in through these consultants, and why can't we get the numbers to see what the bids are?
I believe we do have information on Carlisle. That's the motion, Dr. Stein.
I don't have any numbers on Carlisle, and I know for the fact that Carlisle last time did not bid on property and casualty, excluded those items, and now we're giving it to them when they excluded those items in the past. So I don't know the scope of work, and for that reason, I don't feel comfortable voting on an item that has been red flagged since the beginning, and for that reason, I vote nay.
I agree with you.
I think you had information on the scope and some pricing.
We don't have pricing on our agenda, Dr. Science.
We didn't get any. We had pricing in the previous ones, and we've had this before, but not in this one.
Mr.
I'm surprised other board members that were very specific about not having proper documentation to back up this or not questioning this item as well. So I just don't feel comfortable. Apparently there's stuff that we don't know, and I don't feel comfortable voting for the simple fact of transparency.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not.
Excuse me, I have the table. Excuse me, I have the table. Mr. Castillo, this item, you expressed and legally advised on how to place it on the agenda. What is your recommendation? It is open for approval, and we have a second. I'd like to hear from you, sir.
If the motion is going to be for Carlisle, I believe Mr. Trevino has pricing information on that. That would be helpful for y'all.
Mr. Trevino.
Yes, the pricing that Carlisle submitted was $28,000. That was the best and final offer. And that is to tabulate, evaluate, and negotiate with the different RFPs that we have already received on the different products that we went out for bids on.
Mr. Trevino, how is that in comparison with the other bids?
Okay, this one is a specific project. The other bid was to hire a consultant to do the whole scope of being a consultant for the district. On this, just to do the tabulation, preparation, evaluation, and negotiation, of course, with the district staff, and a recommendation to the board on the different products.
Also, the whole scope
price that
changed.
Carlisle came in and they would evaluate all the different bids. It was for 28,000.
I guess Mr. Garza was asking Mr. Trevino in comparison of what are the other ones charging. I think that's what he was asking. Am I correct?
Actually, and I don't have it in front of me. I was looking for that.
I have it, Mr. Trevino.
You have it?
Yes, sir. Okay, so Hodgkins Insurance Agency came in at 33,000 and Valley Risk Consultant at 35,750. The original proposal for Carlisle was $32,000. Upon administration's ranking and negotiation of best and final offers, when it came in at 28,000.
So I'm clear, there are the lowest price submitted.
Yes, sir.
And just to be even clearer, there's a price that's being submitted after they were evaluated on something other than what the original bid was for. And just to be even clearer, those numbers were not given to board members for this meeting, right?
The original bid, Trustee Ochoa, was rejected by the board.
Okay.
And these three insurance.
Bid it with this narrow scope, with respect to.
Mr. Trevino, you were saying?
I was just saying that, yes, these three consultants were evaluated using our tab sheet, and they were ranked. And of course, Carlisle Insurance was the one with the lowest bid, and we have experience with them that they worked with us. So that is the one that came in with the lowest price.
Okay, Mr. Trevino and Ms. Zapata, this means, and this is a question for you all, but this means that they'll work in conjunction, hand in hand with our angel of record. You know that the purpose here is the litigation process, so that it's a fair deal for the district and a fair deal for Mrs. Villarreal as well.
And that would be part of the negotiation, sir?
Okay.
When they go into the negotiation, the first part, I mean, he would be evaluating, and those, of course, those rankings will be shared with staff, and then the negotiation process. Okay. You can negotiate with the different.
As long as it's done like that, and if you can keep the board a part of how it goes on a step-by-step basis, that would be great.
I would appreciate that too, Coach, especially because, well, like I said, we don't have any numbers here, and it's very. For me, it's kind of like a red flag when we don't. Is there a reason, Mr. Joel, or was there somebody said why were the numbers included, which is very strange on my end? Like, why would the numbers not be included and the scope of work? Because now I didn't know it was just for the negotiation. I thought it was to make sure that all the insurance and all the items were included in there.
Yes, sir. That was me. I had recommended we follow this process, and what I wanted to do was for the board to create a panel of consultants, just like we do for architects and engineers. Since the prior two times that this was brought to the board, it had been rejected. So we wanted the board to have autonomy on this, but also do the procurement correctly. So I'm sorry if if I caused more confusion than I meant to. I was just trying to give you all the most flexibility on this choice.
Okay,
so we do have a motion and a second. Do we need any more discussion?
I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed?
Nay.
Nay. Motion passes. We'll go on to business and finance. Can I entertain a motion for
Ms.
approval?
Ochoa, can I just say on this item for the project at Benavides, administration needs to pull this item out. We need to further review it before we bring it to the board.
Okay, so it is going to be pulled out.
Yes.
Okay. For
a motion for that, SP?
I don't believe we need a motion. Well, okay, let's just do it just to be on the safe side. Can I entertain a motion?
Also move on the superintendent's recommendation to pull out.
On business and finance, we have a motion and a second for approval of renovations project agreement for La Joya Benavides Elementary School through the interlocal purchasing cooperative to be pulled out. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We'll move on to human resources, and we do need a
Madam
public
President,
hearing. We do need a move on with item number 1 for approval of salary adjustment and job title change for enrollment and student service specialist. This item requires a public hearing. Therefore, it's now 12:21. Opening public hearing.
Did we,
Still on.
Yes, we're still on, just waiting for either minute. It's 12:22. This public hearing is closed. Public hearing of salary adjustment and job title change for enrollment and student transfer specialist. Can I entertain a motion?
So move.
I'll second that.
Entertain a motion. I have a motion, I have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. For community resource number 2,
Madam President, I'll make a motion on items, I so move on items 2 and 3.
I'll second.
thank you. I have a motion, I have a second discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. At 12:23.